We are back at the Brighton career mode after a successful episode. In the last episode, we did get a win against Aston Villa and a draw against Fulham in the month of August, and we obviously finished off the transfer window as well, bringing in Gedson Fernandez and bringing in Thierry Correa, a midfielder and a right back, to settle up those positions in our team. But unfortunately, we did lose Emile Smith-Rowe as well to a 3-month-long injury. He will be out for 3 full months with a broken toe injury for the 5th time in this career mode. I think we've had a broken toe injury and no other injuries, but nonetheless, that is not what is important in this game as of right now. We did end up getting a win as well, 3-2 over Burnley after the January transfer window, or not the January transfer window, but after the summer transfer window ended, so we got a win there. We are now sitting with 2 wins, a draw, and a loss so far through the Premier League in 4 games. But we've got a lot of games in this episode, so let's go ahead and get into those games. I will show you guys where we're at in the standings just before we get into that. We are currently sitting in 8th place like we were at the end of last episode, and Leeds United, the team that beat us in our first game, are sitting in 3rd place after coming up from the championship, which I would be very surprised to see them stay there throughout the course of the season, but definitely a very, very good start to the season for them. But our next game is against Crystal Palace, currently only 1 point through 4 games. Let's go ahead and simulate over to that game. It will take a couple of weeks. We will be right back to the video here in just a second, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back into the video. Thanks for watching. But before we get to that game, we are going to have probably some emails come through, so let's go ahead and address those while we can. Eduardo Carvalho is going to be saying that he is upset and that he's unsettled, wants to get into the team. 59 overall, 17 years old, 81 and 91 potential. Part of me wants to sign him up, but part of me also understands that he is going to be like way down in the pecking order in terms of right wingers, and especially with Adam West up here, much higher rated in the same age, and then of course Leonardo da Costa up here as well. Pretty much a right winger as well. 69 overall already at 15. He'll be a 70 overall by the time he gets into the game. So I think we're going to go ahead and just let Eduardo Carvalho go. All right, now we are closing in on the final few days before our next game against Crystal Palace. We do have a few more emails coming through here, but we are going to go ahead and disregard them for the most part. Let's go ahead and get into this game against Crystal Palace. I'm ready to get 3 points against this team. Crystal Palace has been kind of a team that we've had some trouble with throughout this career mode. But let's go ahead and get into this game. Let's make sure the lineup is looking right for this game. We are going to give Correa a start. We're going to start Fernandez in that cam position. And everything else, I think, looks good for now. So we're going to go ahead and get into this game. Pedro Neto pushing more towards the midfield. I see the run from Thierry Correa over here. That pass is excellent. We're going to find Pedro Neto. I wasn't exactly looking for him, so I got confused with who had the ball there for a second. And we turn it over. They get the ball in the middle of the box to Odsonne Edouard, who finds the back of the net 10 minutes into this game. Crystal Palace again pushing forward here. Down this right side, Kirkez. I mean, we're going to get called for a foul there, which is, honestly, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous. It looked like we just muscled him off the ball. That's going to be a free kick. We really need to stop them from scoring on this. They take it short, interestingly. They find Jefferson Lerma, who's going to knock that, or who's going to get that one knocked away. Benjamin Sesko could be on a break here, but he's going to have to do a lot to get around these 4 defenders. We're going to try to send Bino Gittins out on a run over here on this left side. He's got the pace. We're going to cut back inside. Find Benjamin Sesko, who's taking a couple of bad touches. Pedro Neto ends up with the ball in the middle of the box. That's going to be a handball against us. Bino Gittins wins the ball in a dangerous area, trying to push down the touchline. We're going to find Benjamin Sesko, who's going to take a slightly too far touch away from his body, and that shot's going to be collected by the keeper very easily. Oof, Andy Diop is going to be penalized there for sure. That's about as hard of a foul as you can commit, completely knocking the man away from running forward there. It's just going to be a yellow card, I believe. Might not have even been a card. No, it was. But they're going to swing that cross in a very dangerous area. Almost goes into the back of the net. And now swinging this corner in. Andy Diop is the one to get to it. Bino Gittins knocks that one away. Pedro Neto trying to chest it down. Trying to get around Jefferson Lerma, but unfortunately we can't. That is going to be a turnover in a bad place. Odsonne Edouard making a move inside. Going for a shot. And that's going to end up in the back of the net. What in the world just happened? Odsonne Edouard on the edge of the box. I mean, makes a couple of moves. Knocks the ball off of Eberici Eze. And Verbruggen was, I guess, just off balance or something. I mean, I figure Eze would have been offsides there, but I think Kirkez was playing him on. And that's one of the more bizarre goals I've had scored against me in this game so far. Benjamin Sesko looking for Bino Gittins out here on this right side. We're going to try to take a touch inside. We're going to send Kirkez on a run. A little bit of space over here. Try to get it back inside to Benjamin Sesko. Can't find him. We're going to keep the press on down here in the corner, though. Ridvan Yilmaz, a player that we've thought about going after a couple of different times. We're going to try to force a turnover. Pedro Neto gets it away from him. We find a pass in sort of Fabricio Diaz. Sesko tries to take a shot. Could have gone down there and maybe gotten a penalty, but unfortunately we don't end up with a goal. And now Yilmaz with a cross in. Kirkez, not a good clearance. Verbruggen has to make a save, but is able to collect that one. Yilmaz gets around the defender. Neto lets the pass inside. We are able to get away from that one. Benjamin Sesko could be on a run here. We're going to need to find a way to get around this defender. We are getting hounded. There is no advantage being played. Benjamin Sesko is still able to get past him, though. We're going to look towards the back post. Not a great cross. Not a great decision. And that's going to be halftime. Edson Fernandez finds Bino Gittins out here. Bino Gittins could go for a cross. Benjamin Sesko is going to volley that one. I mean, a little bit of an unrealistic volley there for sure. Kicking it from when the ball's coming from behind him. But you know what? They had a pretty unrealistic goal. Not necessarily unrealistic. A deflection goal earlier. So I'm okay with scoring that one. What a volley there from Benjamin Sesko. I mean, definitely not something somebody could really pull off in real life very easily. But you know what? FIFA's FIFA. Crystal Palace again pushing forward here on the edge of the box. They find a pass into Aboué. Our defender just kind of stepped away. Verbruggen is going to clear that one away. Sesko's able to get to it. We could be on a break here. I see the pass into Benjamin Sesko from Gedson Fernandez. We need to put that one in the back of the net. We do. 2-2 here against Crystal Palace at home at the Amex Stadium. 57 minutes gone. We still have about 30 minutes left in this game to find a winner. Crystal Palace get away from us on this left side. Golovin being hounded by Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk doing well to hold off the defense as of right now, or the attack as of right now, doing well to play some defense. Still sticking with Ridvan Yilmaz. Yilmaz makes a nice turn. Neto is able to get that ball. I'm not sure what happened there. I think Yilmaz went for a pass and it was unsuccessful. We now have an opportunity to push forward again. I think Gedson Fernandez was just too late on that pass to Benjamin Sesko, and that's going to be offsides. In 70 minutes gone here, we are going to get a double substitution in. Neto and Diouf off for Lenny Jansen and Carlos Baleba in midfield. Golovin finds a pass out here to Ridvan Yilmaz, who's been pushing forward a lot in this game. We're sticking with him with Thierry Correa. He's having a pass back. Golovin now on the edge of the box. Fabricio Diaz could have tackled that one away. Goes for the challenge there. Could have easily been a penalty. We're lucky to get away from that one. And Carlos Baleba gets challenged there. The referee plays advantage. That's going to be a yellow card for sure. Things are getting chippy here in this game with Crystal Palace. I mean, only 15 minutes left. Both teams are looking for a winner. This is the kind of action I like to see. Gedson Fernandez looking over the top for Lenny Jansen, who's able to head that one down. Benjamin Sesko finds Gedson Fernandez. We're going to go with a shot with his left foot, and we are going to put that one in the back of the net. I did not expect that to go in at all. I didn't realize he had a left foot on him like that. I think he's right-footed if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he's left-footed after a goal like that. And we take a 3-2 lead here with just less than 10 minutes left to go. And the crowd is going absolutely insane for that one. Goalkeeper just standing there. I mean, there's nothing he could have done about that. Gedson Fernandez from the edge of the box. Left-footed shot. Almost into that top corner. Pretty close to it. 3-2 lead for Brighton and Hove Albion after 83 minutes. Thierry Correa wins that ball in midfield. Gedson Fernandez doesn't have a lot of options here. We're just going to pass this one over here to Baleba. He's going to take a shot. Not the greatest effort, but there was only 3 minutes of extra time, and that 3 minutes is now up. Brighton and Hove Albion 3, Crystal Palace 2. What a way to win this game. Gedson Fernandez, what a player and what a signing he has turned out to be through these first 5 games of the season. And up next, a Europa League contest between us and RC Lens. Our group is going to be shaping up like this. Lens, probably the second best team in our group behind us. I would say we are the best and the favorites to win this. Trabzonspor and then Helsinki, I believe is maybe how you say that, to round off our group. This is how the other groups are going to be shaping up in the Europa League. Roma and Ajax out of that group, more than likely the winners. Spurs in Group C. Atalanta and Sporting CP with Bodo Glimt in there as well. AS Monaco in Group A with Sociedad. And then let's scroll back down here. Leipzig and Porto. Frankfurt and Genk. And Liverpool and Nice, along with all the other teams as well. I just wasn't going to go over every single team, but that way you can kind of figure out what the Europa League is shaping up like. We got Liverpool, ourselves, and Spurs from the English Premier League in the Europa League as of right now. Potentially some others later on down the road, but a group that we definitely should be winning. So let's go ahead and get into this game. Gedson Fernandez finds Enciso over here on this left side. Enciso has room to run. We're kind of running out of room, though. We're going to look for a pass back here to Bino Gittins. Back to Lenny Jansen. Lenny Jansen's going to take a shot. That one's kind of finding its way through. The goalie came out and collected that one. I mean, that very easily could have been a handball and an indirect free kick for us, but unfortunately, that's just not what it was called. Valentin Barco gets beat out on this left side. Gonna have to track back very, very nicely here to get back in time. Does so well. A pass inside to Mbeumo. Mbeumo still just passing around. Mbeumo gets the ball. They're gonna get a goal there for sure. Just not great defending by us. And RT Lons take a lead after 10 minutes, just like Crystal Palace did against us last game. Baleba finds Enciso. Enciso looking for Bino Gittins out here. We couldn't find him the first time. The ball ends up with him, though. The left back goes for a tackle. We're going to find Enciso now. He's going to find Benjamin Sesko, who's going to try to find the back of the net. A nice save there by the keeper. Lons pushing forward nicely again here. Get another shot on goal. Can't convert it, but they will have a corner here to try to convert. Looks like they're going to take it short. We're going to come out here with a couple of players. They're going to send this one in now. Lenny Jansen unable to get to it, but Nicky van de Ven unable to get that ball into the back of the net. Now Benjamin Sesko sends Bino Gittins on a run. We are able to get around the defender. Going to try to get a cross in. That one's going to be blocked out, but it will be a throw in, so we can still keep the pressure on them. Sesko gets absolutely hounded outside the box. That's going to be a yellow card for Mickey van de Ven. We are going to have a free kick in a dangerous area. Let's see if we can get Gedson Fernandez on this one. And let's see if we can get one to the back of the net for our first goal from a free kick in this entire career mode. It doesn't look like his curve is able to get too far over the wall. We're going to have to try to aim this one right at the tallest man in the wall. And put a little more than 3 bars on that one. Try to get it over the wall. We can't. It's right at their tallest player, of course. We are going to maintain possession of it. Valentin Barco going to try to send this one in. Could have been a handball there, but we don't have that on, of course. Enciso has a pass through to Fernandez. Fernandez finding Benjamin Sesko, who's going to try to toe poke it past the keeper. Had a little bit of a heavy touch, but that was a great effort on goal. We will have a corner here. We're going to go ahead and swing this one in, looking for Benjamin Sesko yet again, who's going to try to go for an acrobatic shot. Not a bad effort at all. 2 times in a row, though, denied of a goal-scoring opportunity. A turnover in midfield in a dangerous area. Enciso with the ball in a dangerous place. We're going to get that ball with Bino Gittins. Go for a shot. I think that one was deflected. Could have been a great opportunity to score there yet again, but unfortunately we just can't convert it right now. We're going to have a corner here. Swinging this one in with Jansen. Looking for Sesko again. Unable to find him. We are going to end up with the ball again, though. We need to try to make something happen here. We need Jansen inside to Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins on the edge of the box to Baleba. Baleba's got room to shoot. Not a bad effort. Probably another corner here. Swinging in it again. Sesko, I think, got to that one before the defenders, but that's going to be halftime. Oh, Lewis Dunk with a bad sliding challenge there. Only a yellow card on our former player, Abdallah Sima. He is not happy about that one, but Lewis Dunk did what he had to do to prevent another goal being scored. I'm surprised that wasn't the last defender and wasn't called for a red card, but we're okay with it. And before Lons take their free kick there, we are going to make a quadruple substitution, I believe. Andy Dial coming on for Enciso. Duarte is going to get his first appearance for the club against his former club, actually, in Lons in the Europa League, so we'll see how he plays. A cross into the back post. Abdallah Sima takes a shot on goal. Mercier knocks that one off the post and is able to collect it before it goes over the line. That is one of the greatest saves we have seen in this entire career mode. João Pedro sees the pass inside to Gedson Fernandez. Gedson Fernandez into the back of the net. The vision from João Pedro right there was excellent. 10 minutes left to go in this game. Can we find a winner? Lons are in a great position to try to find a winner here with only a few minutes left to go. But they could be in danger of a counterattack if we can clear this one away. We can't just there. Gedson Fernandez goes for a clearance. We are going to get tackled. That's going to be another corner. Jamie Bino Gittins out for the corner and out for the counterattack, but Baleba has to knock that one out yet again for another corner. We're going to get Bino Gittins out here towards the edge so we can have someone to release the ball to. Mercier is going to put this one down. We're going to be able to pass this one into Baleba, who's going to get tackled. We're going to keep going, though. I need Bino Gittins to make this run. We're going to push this one out way in front of him so that he has room to run. Bino Gittins running down this wing. Can he find Benjamin Sesko inside? That's João Pedro. My bad. I brought João Pedro on. But unfortunately, he can't find the back of the net. And that's going to be full time. And honestly, I'm not too upset with that result. That's probably the best team we have in our group. So getting a 1-1 draw with them is not the worst. But we do have a very, very tough schedule coming up. We got an away game against Wolves. And then 3 days later, we got an away game against Crystal Palace in the Cup. Followed by a 3-day stretch and then a home game against Newcastle. And then 5 days, an away game in the Europa League, and then only 3 days again, and another away game. So a very, very brutal schedule for the next couple of weeks. Let's go ahead and get into this game against Wolves. I'm sure we're going to have to rotate some players around for this one. All right, matchup here against Wolves. Honestly, didn't have to rotate the squad too much from our normal starting 11. Adingra out on the left, and Lamptey at right back. But besides that, pretty much the same starting 11 we've been going with for the past couple of games in the Premier League. So let's go ahead and get into it. Gedson Fernandes with the ball in midfield, finds a through pass to Benjamin Sesko. We have the defense right on our ass, but we're going to go for the shot there. Could have been called for a penalty if we didn't get that one in. But 3 minutes gone, already a goal here against Wolves. We are flying. Wolves with a nice move on that left side, now pushing inside. The cross, not a bad cross, but unfortunately, the man he was looking for kept running. We're going to look inside here for, I guess, Benjamin Sesko works, who's going to try to make a pass here to Gedson Fernandes. We get fouled. Gedson Fernandes with an insane pass into Adingra, who's going to go for that far post and can't finish it. They're going to get a yellow card for that challenge in midfield from Busio. But man, I wish Adingra would have put that one in the back of the net. That would have been an insanely good run of play. Gedson Fernandes with some room on the edge of the box. Going to go for a low-driven shot. And Gedson Fernandes is insanely good. Wow. I mean, I'm honestly shocked that that went in. I thought it was going to get blocked by the defender. What an insane player he is. I mean, he's coming in and making a huge difference in this team in scoring and assisting goals left, right, and center, and playing good on defense as well. I mean, look at this angle. That is absolutely insane. There's almost no way he should be scoring that. Andy Diop finds Fabricio Diaz. I mean, there's just nowhere to go for the defense. We crossed that one over. Gedson Fernandes, that's 3-0 here after 23 minutes. We might get to the end of the half and jump to the sim for the rest of the game because this game is getting out of hand very early on. I mean, Wolves are quite literally kicking off and then turning it straight back over to us. Adingra, I see someone on the edge of the box on the other side. We're going to try to get into that pass there with Pedro Neto. Unfortunately, it gets cleared away. We're going to be called for the foul on that one. But yeah, I mean, Wolves are just absolutely terrible so far in this game. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with them. I know that they were newly promoted from the championship last season, so maybe their team just really isn't that great anymore, but we played Leeds United in our first game this season, and they were much better than Wolves, and they were also newly promoted, so not sure what's going on today. Wow. They get one back after 38 minutes, so maybe we won't jump to the sim just yet. That was an insanely powerful shot. Thought I was going to get the tackle in with Dunk, and he just kind of tried to push him out of the way, I guess. And then that shot's just rifled into the upper right corner over there. Verbruggen, I mean, not much he can do about that one. But unfortunately, they turn it over. Gedson Fernandes finds Benjamin Sesko through. Going to be a tough angle there. Maybe could have sweated it across goal to Neto, but that will be a corner. And before that corner, we are going to get a couple substitutions in. Sesko off for João Pedro and Andy Diop off for Mahmoud Dahoud. Not trying to use too many substitutions in this game since we only have a 3-day break in between this game and our game against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup, or not in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. But nonetheless, we're going to swing this cross in, looking for João Pedro. João Pedro, ooh, able to get to the end of that one. Wide of the post, though. Adingra using his pace to get some space out here on this wing, not being hounded yet by anybody. Pedro Neto, able to take a shot from the edge of the box. That is my reaction as well. Wow, that was so close. Wolves on the edge of the box. Wang Hee-chan looking for room to shoot. Is able to find a lane to shoot through. Diamandeo was hounding him well. Was pressuring him well. But what a shot from the Wolves man there. And yeah, our lead has dwindled from 3-0 to only 3-2. So, you know, I was kind of talking some trash earlier saying that they're just not as good of a competition. But They're proving us wrong here in this second half and here in the back half of this game. Only a 3-2 lead now. 83 minutes gone, though, so we only need to hold on for just a few more minutes. Fabricio Diaz gets a block in there. We're going to be on the break. 3 minutes at a time. We are coming up on the end of that. Adingra is going to be out of energy there. João Pedro going to look over the top, sort of, for Pedro Neto. That's going to hit an arm. We're perfectly okay with that. We have wasted enough time that is going to be the final kick of the game. A 3-2 win here against Wolves at the Molineux Stadium. Very, very lucky to come away with a win there, honestly, because they had some opportunities to score multiple goals, but we also had some opportunities to score some goals too, so maybe not too lucky, but we'll take 3 points however we can get it. And we've now made it to match day against Crystal Palace, but that is on the 1st of the next month. So we see here that the Premier League Player of the Month September shortlist actually has Gedson Fernandez on it. In his first month for the club, he is already being picked for the Player of the Month for the Premier League. That is absolutely wonderful to see. We are definitely going to get some rotation into the squad in this game. Bino Gittins is going to have to start, but we got Enciso in there, Mahmoud Dahoud in there, Fabricio Diaz can stay. We'll get Correa in. In defense, we got 2 left footers that are going to be starting in this game. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. Valentin Barco is going to get the start, even though he is a little bit tired. We're going to keep Kirkez on the bench just in case we need to bring him back in. And yeah, this looks good to me. So this is the lineup we're going to be going with in this game against Crystal Palace. Let's go ahead and get into it. Crystal Palace not starting Eberici Eze in the attacking midfield position today. Not starting him at all. There's going to be a man by the name of Phillips in that position. So we could get lucky and see that he doesn't actually score against us for one of the few times in this career mode. Fabricio Diaz with an interception in midfield. Finds Jansen pushing forward here. Has room to shoot. We're going to go for a shot there with Jansen. I want to see him perform a little bit better than he has so far this season. He has been coming on as a sub a lot. Dahoud up to win that header. Unfortunately can't, but yeah. Want to see some more from Jansen moving forward this season, but just haven't yet. Crystal Palace pushing forward here nicely. Ridvan Yilmaz on the edge of the box. Looking for a pass inside. Being hounded by Thierry Correa. They find themselves with the ball still on the edge of the box. Jansen trying to help out on defense. They get a shot away. And Eboué is able to find the back of the net. What a shot from the edge of the box. Duarte with a nice interception there before the end of the half. We try to pass it forward there, but the referee will blow his whistle. Down 1-0 here against Crystal Palace, away at Crystal Palace, so a lot to work on in the second half. We want to stay in this competition because we want to try to win trophies, and we want to try to get game time for all of our bench and reserve players like we are in this game currently, but got to keep working for it. Lenny Jansen with a fantastic tackle in midfield. Means we could be on the break here. I mean, no one's pushing forward. I need you to get into some better positions. Jamie Bino Gittins pushing down past Nathaniel Klein, able to get around him. That cross is absolutely impeccable by Jamie Bino Gittins and finds Julio Enciso right on the edge of the 6-yard box. Wow, what a goal. I mean, honestly, that's not one of the best goals, but one of the most satisfying goals I've seen in a while from our team. Man, oh, I loved that cross. Wow, what a cross. What a player Bino Gittins is. Enciso, I mean, you know, didn't have to do too much there, but found the back of the net. Enciso finds a pass to Diaz. Diaz finds João Pedro. João Pedro on a break. Can he find the back of the net? No, he can't. Really makes the save. 15 minutes left to go in this game. One more chance to find the back of the net. Or else, I guess, there'll be either a replay or we'll go into extra time. We try to go in for a tackle on Edouard. Duarte not able to get the tackle in, but able to hold him off momentarily, even though the referee did play advantage. Golovin, I mean, I'm not sure what he is doing or what he is looking for over there, but now Jansen could be on the break, and Jansen has lightning fast pace. He is able to get around at least one defender momentarily. Gonna look for a pass back inside to João Pedro, who finds not the back of the net. We got to keep playing here. We're gonna find Jamie Bino Gittins. Gonna have to turn around. Look for Valentin Barco down here on this right or left side. Look for a cross in. Can we find Enciso again? Almost. Not exactly, though. That one's going to be cleared away. And the referee's going to blow his whistle there. That's going to be full time. I'm not sure if there's a replay or if you just go into extra time in the Carabao Cup. It's looking like it's going to be extra time here. Oh, it's going to be straight to penalties. I didn't realize that. We're going to go right here. We go the wrong way. Wow. Okay. I did not know that's how the Carabao Cup worked. We are going to go top right here. Hopefully oh, yes, the goalie didn't go the right way. Or he went the right way, but didn't get it. This is the first time in this career mode where we've had to go to penalties. They go left again. Right now, they're outsmarting Mercier and myself very, very nicely. We're going to go bottom left here, just like they have. Keeper didn't move yet again. Luckily for us, we are still in this. They're going to go right this time. They go right down the middle is where they go. Oh, man. Valentin Barco, our third best penalty taker. Are we sure about that? It didn't give me an option to change my penalty kick takers, and Rulli goes the right way that time. Jefferson Lerma, this time goes right. We go the right way. We're back in it. Julio and Ciso. We're going to go that top right corner yet again. This time we get into the back of the net. It's coming down to the wire here. Oh, man. Phillips is going to go right. Sort of goes right. We make the save with Mercier. Jamie Bino Gittins. Can we find the back of the net? We're going to go with a low shot to the left. Not even a little bit of power on that one. We go the right way. We win 4-3 on penalties. That was very exciting and very nerve-wracking. First time we've had penalties in this entire career mode as of right now. What an exciting way to win here against Crystal Palace. That is going to wrap it up for this episode. A very fantastic episode. The only time we dropped points was in that game against Lens in the Europa League, but besides that, wins across the board. But not easy wins in the slightest. We had to work for every single game in this episode. We're going to leave that off here, but I will go ahead and show you the standings. In the Premier League, we're currently sitting in 4th place after 6 games. Still behind, technically, Leeds United, which is just hilarious to see after 6 games. But you know what? Maybe they're having a rebuild, and they're going through it very, very nicely. We're not going to be in the FA Cup anytime soon. That is still in the first round. But we go through in the Carabao Cup. We are going to be facing Liverpool in the next round, which is the team that beat us in the Carabao Cup final of last season. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens there. And then in the Europa League group, of course, we only drew our game with Lens. Trabzonspor beat Helsinki in their game, so they are top of the group as of right now, but we still got a long way to go. I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure playing these games lately. I've had a lot of fun with this career mode. Before I let you go completely, I will show you guys the squad stats screen just of who's scored and who's got some assists. Just before we leave out of the episode, you can go ahead and take a look at it yourself. Gedson Fernandez, absolutely incredible signing for us. I'm so happy we brought him in. Him and Smith Rowe, once Smith Rowe comes back in the midfield, is going to be very dangerous. But yeah, that's going to do it for the episode. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this video, why don't you just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting closer. We're about 650, getting close to 700 hopefully soon. Let's go ahead and get up to 1,000. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.